Hi everyone, hi guys, happy Sunday and welcome to Bake It Up. This is Elena and today we will be making mocha chocolate pudding. The ingredients are 100 grams granulated sugar, 30 grams of cocoa powder, 35 grams of cornstarch, a pinch of salt, 660 grams of whole milk, and then we are going to add instant coffee to give that coffee flavor to our chocolate pudding. 4 tablespoons, 30 grams of butter, and 1 teaspoon, 5 grams or 1 teaspoon of vanilla extra. Please go with some good ingredients, good cocoa powder, good vanilla. And for the chantilly cream, which is whipped cream but with a little bit of sugar and vanilla, we have 100 grams of heavy cream. It has to be the 35%, and then 20 grams, about a couple of tablespoons of icing sugar, and then a little bit of vanilla. Once again, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to start by adding milk in a saucepan, and you want to the milk get pretty hot. And while we do that, we are going to prepare our dry ingredients. So we are going to mix together our cocoa powder, cornstarch, a little bit of salt here that enhances the flavor, as you guys know. And then we have granulated sugar. If you want, you can add icing. Stay with what I'm saying. I always say just try the recipe the way it is. If you don't like it, you can still adjust it, okay? And then there are a few things that I'm going to talk about it a little bit later to make this beauty even more tasteful and rich. So this is actually ready almost. With the whisk, you want to just combine all those beautiful ingredients together, and this is ready. We are going to set it aside. We are going to add our coffee, instant coffee, in our cream, and we are not going to add any vanilla yet because it will evaporate, and we want instead to keep our vanilla flavor in our milk and cream. Here we have our dry ingredients well combined, and what we are going to do is just to add a little bit at a time our milk and coffee in our dry ingredients. Now we are going to switch to a spatula because the whisk is just going to incorporate a lot of air, and we don't want a lot of air. We are not making a mousse, guys. We are making a pudding, all right? We are going to add our vanilla, and then our butter, because butter makes everything more tasteful, right? That is the easiest way to make a pudding, and look at what amazing consistency. And now we are going to add chocolate, which is not in the recipe, but I like the idea of having in a chocolate pudding the actual chocolate. The consistency here, it is amazing. So then once you are done, you let it sit, you let it cool down, and then you let it sit in the fridge until it is completely cold. At that point, it is going to reach even more a creamy consistency, and it is going to be just perfect. Look at that. It is just amazing, and it smells so good. Coffee and chocolate. I don't think there is a better combination. So while we wait for this one to cool down, and I have one that is already cool, so no worries, we don't have to wait 30 minutes. We are almost done. We are just going to plate this beautiful dessert soon, because remember, we eat with our eyes, so plating is also important. Chantilly cream, which is whipped cream, nice and super cold. You want to keep this one in the freezer, even better, for a few minutes. And then we are going to add our icing sugar because we want to add some sweet, and a little bit of vanilla because vanilla, once again, makes everything great, just like some coffee with chocolate, right? Let's see what we have. All right, so you want your cream not too stiff, and watch also, because if you over mix your whipping cream, it is going to become butter. All right guys, here we have whipped cream. We have two beautiful cups like this, and I'm sure you can see it, amazing. And then we have our mocha pudding that is already nice and cold. So just make your own pudding for your kids, at least you know what they are eating. Look at the consistency, oh my goodness, and it smells so good. All right, here we have our pudding in our cups. Then we are going to add, you don't need any piping bag, nothing. We are going to keep it rustic like this. If you have some coffee bean, just to recall, always remember to put on top, you know, whatever flavor the dessert has. Just, you know, to recall what is the flavor so people know what they are eating. And then a little bit of cocoa powder, sorry, just to make it look nice and pretty. All right, and here we have our mocha chocolate pudding. Isn't beautiful? Look at the consistency here. It is just perfect, and it's actually way better than what you find at your local grocery store, right? So, and you know what you're eating, the consistency is perfect. You add more chocolate to it, and it is going to taste even more. Okay guys, our workshop, it is over. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Passate una buona domenica, buona giornata a tutti quanti, and I will see you for the next workshop, and stay safe.